Okay, hello and welcome to EVE Online. This will be a small tutorial. Well, not really a tutorial, more like, I don't know, I'm just gonna be showing how to do some basic planetary interaction. Okay, so I have my hauler here, uh, and I have one bear and command center is what I'm gonna use. Okay, let's undock. Mhm. Okay, laggy. Okay, let's stop our ship because we don't really need to leave for safety. Let's see. Nope, nope. Where is planets? I have no idea where planets even is. Ah, here we go. Okay, so let's go with planet 11. I already chose that one because it's a barren planet. Let's go planet mode. Okay, so this is the planet, a barren planet, which we are going to use our barren command center to set up a bit of PI. Mm, I'm gonna use noble metals. Let's raise. Okay, so a few things to note here. This is basically a bar, so you can see your you can see the resources more visibly. I usually leave it at about this, the second point here, and then use it from that. If I don't see any red or reddish or orange like this, then I usually don't put a command center on top of it. Yep, here basic metals is this planet is basically good for basic metals, so let's put one for that. Technically, it doesn't really matter where you put your command center because resources will be depleted as you continue harvesting or extracting. So, but to start off, you do want to put it in an area where there are at least a few white or reddish spots. Okay, we put our command center. Let's submit that. Let's upgrade the command center immediately. I'm gonna upgrade it all the way to level 7 or level 6, I guess. Yeah, level 6. My current levels are command center upgrades level 5, planetary consolidation level 5, and the rest are level 4 except for remote sensing, but we don't really need that. It's only to get planetology. Level 4 and level 4 on this one are really important because it really depends how much resources you get. It really depends on these two, advanced planetology and normal planetology. Command centers is how many planets. Wait, is that? Oh, no, command centers upgrades is how high you can upgrade them. This isn't really important. Level 4 is fine for this, but this one is definitely important to get level 5 because you can get total. You can control a total of 6 planets. Anyway, let me upgrade this. Close this. Okay, so now that we've upgraded that, we're gonna put some. We're gonna put down some basic factories. Let me put down a storage facility first. My usual setup is basically one storage facility, one launch pad, and then eight basic. Did I click that? Yeah, I did. Eight basic factories like that. Put one over here, one over here. You do really want to get all eight of these factories. Basically, you want to get all of your components nice and close because um, planetary links here. The further you put it out, the more power and CPU it takes. So you do always want to keep your factory, storage, and launchpad close. The command center doesn't really matter how close it is, but when you do want to find your command center really quick, you can just click on this icon and it'll bring you right there. So I usually keep all of my stuff nearby. Okay, let's put the last one down. Okay, so now we have all 8 commands, basic factories, one storage unit, and one launchpad. The launchpad is used to launch items to the POCOs, custom offices. So let's link these up. I'll put that there. Basically make sure everything is connected. Connect this one with that. Create link, right click, create link. Okay, so basically everything is connected. This can then connect to the launchpad and can also connect to the storage unit, and so can everything else. Okay, next up is setting up what we want the factories to do. We're gonna be getting basic metals, and basic metals is used to make, I think, reactive. Yep, reactive metals. So we'll just choose that. We'll double click this and then choose where we want the reactive metals to go. We'll make it ship immediately to the launch pad, and we can continue doing this for all of them. Double click, double click, double click. Let me see. Still need to do this one. Okay, let me do these last 4 quickly. Okay, so now all of these factories are ready and set. Let me close this. Ready and set to create reactive metals using base metals, but now we do need to set up our extractors to get the base metals. So we'll take one extractor. You always really only want one extractor. I know a lot of people put like 2 extractors, and some people even put 3 extractors. It's not really efficient if you do that. I know you can make you can use advanced factories and high-tech factories to make goods on one planet immediately, but in my opinion, it's not as efficient as simply using one planet for one specific resource. So usually you do want to go for that. I'm gonna try and get as many white spots in a range of this extractor. So let's link this with our storage units. So we want all of the base metals that the extractor will get to go into the storage. So let's save that because we can't really do anything until we save. And we'll get a total of 10 uh, extractor heads. Okay, so now this is the slider, how many days or how much time you want to leave the unit running. Standard or a good amount of time is 1 day. So you can basically come here every day and reset the extractors. You can also go for less than 1 day, which is good, but then you have to spend more time on PI, which you don't really want to do. It'll get boring really quickly. Anyway, 1 day, and you can note here how much total you'll get and how much per hour. If you get above 1 million total, then it's definitely a good uh, it's definitely a good amount. Okay, so we don't want to put all of our extractor heads on any single spot because that way the resource will run out really quickly, and it also means that other players will also put extractor heads here, and if multiple players put extractor heads on the same spot, it'll basically overlap with your extractors and you'll get a lot less resources. So don't try to put it in the center of anything of the white spots. Try to put it on the red, on the border, basically on the border like this, and put it on multiple spots. So less chance of people overlapping with your extractors, other PI players. Okay, so now I have a total of 1.4 million. That is way overkill than how much I need, but it's a good amount, and any extras will then just stay inside the storage unit for later use. Okay, we'll install that one day. So basically tomorrow I have to come back and reset the extractors. Okay, so we'll go here and route this all the way here, but as you can see, in one extractor you can basically only put a total of 31,250, I believe. Yep, that makes it 100%. But if you get a lot more than 31,000, then you can just click on your link and then upgrade it. And now that it's upgraded, you can then have all of your resources moved. Definitely bet I'm going way too fast, but yeah, PI is yeah, you just have to do it to really understand it and get a hang of it. Anyway, so now we moved our resources. It's now here. We've routed them. You can't really see it in here because it doesn't have anything. This is the inventory. We'll go to the route, and here you can see the incoming, how much we'll get every 15 minutes or every half hour. Anyway, we'll need to route this, so we'll click on it, create route, and then we'll move it to all of our factories. So all of our factories will have one route, and we only really need one a route, depending on how you pronounce that. Okay, so oh, did I double click that one? Click here, double click that. Okay, so as we can double check if everything has resources, you can just hover over it, and then you can see that numbers are appearing over the factories area. Anyway, we have a total of 8 routes. That is for our 8 factories, and one incoming from our extractor. We can go into our launchpad and check if we're also receiving 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. Okay, so that's basically it. Submit, and you're basically done. Oh, what's all that sound? Anyway, you're basically done with one planet. I don't know how long that took. If I didn't explain it, I could have done it a lot faster, but you know. Anyway, you can then exit the planet and then move on to the next planet, and then you can just keep going. If you don't have that, you can just go in wait, I think it's in business, and then you can see, click this planetary colonies, and then you can see a list of all your planets. Of course, you can only have a maximum of 6, which is basically good enough, I guess, to get a decent amount of ISK every month. Okay, well, anyway, that was it for this little tutorial. If you have any questions, you can leave it down in the comments or message me in game. My name is Winter Merc. Basically that's it. Anyway, hope you gain something from this tutorial. Until next time, bye bye.